All right, who knows what these are? It's been in the news a lot lately. What's the picture on the left?
Australia.
The 9 Australian men. On the right side, Kinabalu, right? So you had some tourists who decided that maybe they were feeling a bit warm that day and stripped down naked to take photos on top of the mountain. Malaysians responded quite harshly to all these incidents. They say that these foreigners don't understand our culture, that they are disrespectful to local morals and customs. So we tend to regard public morality quite highly in the country. And this is important because it actually relates back to many incidents that we will also face. At our own liberalism conference, someone from ISMA brought up Alvin, the blogger, who insulted Muslims by some of the indecent acts that he does. But I'm just saying this as an example of how we hold public morality in high regard. But yet, at the same time, next slide, you contrast this to how the Malaysians responded when our own diplomat was charged with assault in New Zealand. You remember this too, right? When our diplomat actually followed a 21-year-old woman back to her house and he actually assaulted her with the intent of rape. And another case on the right side where our Mara student was sentenced in jail in the UK. He's in jail right now for possessing over 30,000 images of child porn. Not just images, it's also videos. But there were many Malaysians who said, oh, kasihan mereka lah. They deserve a chance, we should bring them back. The Malaysian High Commission actually sought diplomatic immunity for the guy on the left. And Mara actually initially supported the scholar and they said, he's a smart guy, let him come back and he can contribute to the country. But you just contrast the way Malaysians responded to both these things, and these people actually perpetrated actual crimes. They were actual crimes. Where was the public morality then? There was a lawyer, Shafi'i Abdullah. People know him. He's a famous UMNO lawyer. He said this to the media. He defended the 9 Australians, by the way. He said, I can tell you that there are a lot of Malaysians who are pretty liberal and they thought that this was probably a big joke, meaning the 9 Australians. So he used the term liberal in that context, and I think it's quite unfortunate because someone who believes in liberalism, liberty, and freedom, they don't necessarily agree with things like public nudity and free sex and public immorality and all that. That's the wrong definition of the term liberty. Next slide.